Right, hello. You join us in the IXG 737-300 Classic. We're underground here at Gatwick. We are online on VATSIM, and we are going to be flying all the way up north to Scotland's Aberdeen, where I'm probably going to slam it because I'm not very good at landing this classic 737 smoothly. So, let's get going. We need this, and we need this. Right, you're going to see me here clicking around. I don't think you can see this because I don't think the streaming software picks this up, but just loading the plane. You want to connect, open the cargo doors, and we'll open forward passenger door. Right, so we've got 107 passengers. So we're fully loaded. Cargo. Oh. Cargo, we've got 2,000. So let's just balance that CG. Fuel, we need 6,500 pretty much, so load that in, start fueling. Okay, we're fully loaded, we've got the cargo on board. Okay, we'll minimize that for now. Okay, let me get my 737 flow. Okay, so we need to pop the batteries on. And we'll pop ground power on. Do this. These can go to auto. These can come off. Pop position on. Pop these on. And we'll pop these to nav. That's right. Right, okay. Acknowledge that. QNH at Gatwick is 999. So that's set once, twice, 3 times. Okay. Right, we'll hide the yoke. Don't need all of this lighting. Really. I need this to be a little bit lit up. Okay. We've fueled, or whatever. Pretend the passengers are loading, but they're already loaded. Okay. Right, we'll get frequencies. So we are on VATSIM. We've got Gatwick. We'll read the Gatwick ATIS, so it's information Oscar. Runway news is 26 left. Transition level is flight level 75. That's for arrival, we don't need to look at that. Departure flight crews must report ready with Gatwick delivery on 121.955. Okay. 121955. Okay, that frequency is actually not online anymore. I've got 121.540. 121. Five four zero. We'll put 121955. Well, I don't think we're going to hear anything. No? Okay. Right. Position, we are Gatwick, so that's EGKK. Grab our position from here. Okay, so EGKK to EGPD, which is Aberdeen. Departure runway 26 left. Flight number is Speedbird 2922. Oh. Speedbird being British Airways call sign, and that ICAO is BAW. Right, pop the departure in, so we're going to be 26 left. We're at Lambourne 6-mile departure. Alright, now we'll put in the rest of our routes. So we're going via Airway Lima 10 to Brookman's Park VOR, which is Bravo Papa Kilo. And then we'll be taking Airway Upper November 601 to Waypoint Leicester Lima Echo Sierra Tango Alpha. And then we're taking Airway Upper Yankee 250 to Kefti, which is Kilo Echo Foxtrot Tango Echo. And then we're going direct to Madad. And then we're taking Airway Papa 18 to Epcombe, and then from Epcombe we'll be going, because Aberdeen doesn't have standard arrival routings like most airports, so from Epcombe we'll be going direct to the ILS, which we'll put in now, which will be runway 34. Let's just have a look here. Yeah, it's going to be runway 34, so just do that route. Go to legs, and we'll make sure that that is that, so that's good. Right, so let's to route. Right, this is our perf. So, we need to get our gross weight from our window where we loaded the plane, so our gross weight is 53.3. This gives us a fuel weight of 46.8. Well, yep, that matches up. Our reserves, we've got 2 on board. Cost index is 20. Our cruise altitude is 36,000, level 360. Our cruise wind's 264.22. ISA deviation is +6. Oh. And top of climb -46. So we need to change that. Transition altitude we know is 75. From the ATIS. Okay. Right, so do you know what? Let's have some fun. We'll do toga, do climb 1, take flaps 5. What's our trim? Our CG? CG is 20.3. Means our trim needs to be 4.4. V1 is going to be 133. V rotate is going to be 135, and our V2 speed is going 144. We'll pop all this in anyway. So runway heading and the wind. So it's 240 at 6 knots. Oh, 240 at 6. Okay. So we'll put V2 in here. So that's 144. Initial climb for the Lamborn is 4. So we don't want to go above 4. And runway heading is 257. So that won't come on because we're not flight directors. So LNAV, leave all that off for now. This plane's a bit funky when you're using the VNAV and LNAV on departure, and it's doing that for some reason. That's because we've got. We'll leave that off. Brakes can go to RTO, so we take off, leave that at 2,000 feet per minute. We'll leave that on heading mode. We'll do speed ourselves initially. So after takeoff, we'll pitch for V2 plus 20, which will be 164 actually. Max 220 knots. And then we stay at 4,000 until we're 29 miles from Gatwick VOR. And then we climb, we take 5,000. Okay. So let's pop this on the legs page. Let's keep that on takeoff page. So that's all good. That's all good. I'm not sure if you can hear the I've just realised that you can't see what I'm doing because it's picking up that menu. Oh gosh, why is it picking up this menu? Right, what I'll do is I'll quickly start APU so I can get rid of that menu so you can actually see what I'm doing. This hasn't worked out quite well, has it? Oh wait, you can see. No. Start APU. There comes the APU. APU is on, so we can flick over to it. APU bleeds on. That's good. We can close the doors now. Disconnect that, and we can get rid of that menu now. don't know. Yeah, turn that up because I couldn't hear ATC that well. So stand 16. No information. Oscar. Stand 16 737 300. Clearance. Alright, we'll call them in a minute. Gatwick ground, good afternoon. Speedbird 2922, information Oscar. We're 737 300. Stand 16, clearance Aberdeen. Cleared Aberdeen, Lambourne, Mike, 6 Mike departure, Squawk 4437, and QNH 9999. Speedbird 2922. So 4437. Pop that in there. Okay. Right. So anti-collision light on. Packs can go off for start. They can come on.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Right, no, I want you to
Ground to cockpit.
first, please.
Tow is driving up. Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Right, wait for him to fully connect up, and then we can get pushback requested. Let's be a 2922 stand 16 request push and stuff. Push start proof face east, be there 2922.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Okay. So start number 2. Alright, that's stable. Go continuous. Oh, oops. Set flaps 5. Set the trim 4.4.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tows. Stand by.
Why does it always change on this plane? Alright, let's do flight control check. Fill up, full down, full left, full right, rudder, full left, full right, and that's until they're moving as well.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Right, let's pop our gens bleeds on. Let's flick over to them. Alright, APU off. APU bleed off, packs can come back on, pitos can come on, fuel dampers can come on, taxi lights and runway turn-offs can come on. We are good. That's Vivo 2922, that's all copied, ready for taxi. It's Vivo 2922. Mike 126 left 5 miles, Vivo 2922. Okay, that's taxi. While we're moving, we are very heavy. Come on, plane. It's not my engines, that's just like graphic water spray. Averaging the car, bye-bye, SP about 290. Gatwick traffic, speed by 2922, line up and way 26 left. It's changed again. I took off at 16:04, so it's a 2-minute wait. I can take off at 16:06. And Gatwick traffic speedway 2922, takeoff 26 left, via Lambourne, departure to the north. Takeoff power set. Rotates. Go. Positive rate. Gear up. Okay, we start at 4,000 now, speed 220. So that's the constraints. Okay, now we can speed up to 250, but we need to stay at 4,000 still. Alright, flaps are up now, fully retracted. Well, now we can go up to 5. Right, there's no Heathrow traffic in my way, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to VNav, and I'm going to do direct to Lamborn. And we'll set standards. 1013. Once. So that's standard 713. Just delete out that 6,000 constraint and then she should climb up. We're climbing now, and we'll set cruise 360, and we break through the cloud. I think I might need to reset. Okay. Above 10,000, landing lights can go off now. Can go back to off. That's not going to go off. We shockingly didn't set this. Whoops. Landing out in 215. What's that? Right, because that's quite a sharp turn. I'm just going to go direct to Brumman's Park. Did you say moonshine? It's called signs moonshine? What the hell is that? London down there. Let's come back off. I'll pop the frequencies in so they're already in for arrival. It's a bit early, most people probably wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it because it's always best if you do this, because if you suddenly get ATC come online and you get, for whatever reason, it gets busy, especially when you're flying an all-plane like this, or any 737 really, you need to put in the frequencies. And if you forget to do it, you get clearance to for the ILS, and then it's like, my plane's not intercepted. Your frequencies in. But if you learn to do them just after departure, you know they're in, because you're not using any VOR, so there's no reason why you couldn't put it in earlier. And then they're in, and you ain't got to worry about it. And now I know I've done them. So if ATC comes online, it gets busy, and then I get clearance to fly the ILS, I know they're in there already. Right, I'll be back in a second. Well, I'm back. I've come back to turbulence. Bumpy. Right, top of descent, 1550. So 450 is the top of descent. Very nice. Just to go on our TCAS. That Airlink is retro livery. That is. It's crazy. Oh my god, it's difficult. My mouse is too sensitive to zoom in. So I'm totally gonna slam this into Aberdeen. Like I said earlier, I can't really. When I first got X-Plane, this was one of the first planes I flew. So I sort of got used to like making really good landings in it. Since flying other planes like the 747, the X-Craft 190, and the Legacy, every time I go back to this plane, I always slam it. I don't know why. It's got like a fine point where you need to flare, and if you don't get that right, you end up slamming it, which is what I tend to do. We'll see how this like. Aberdeen's not got the longest of runways, so I mean, 737-300 used to land. I'd imagine it kind of slammed it anyway. But we'll see. Will be entertaining for sure. Alright, so about 10 minutes till top of descent. What's the weather looking like in Aberdeen? Is it dreadful? I'd imagine so. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's 13 degrees. It's raining. No surprise there. It's cloud broken at 1700, 2600 and 3500. Visibility is 4 kilometers. Wind is okay actually, it's 340, 6 knots straight down the runway. so that should be good. Is there anyone else going to Aberdeen? Or is it just I, eh? Is it just I? Is it just I, me, me? Is it just I, me? Right, let's see what our approach speed is going to be. So we're going to do flaps. Yes, flaps 40. Sink like ship. Flaps 40. Maybe that's why I slam it now. I mean, flaps 30. It's only 4 knot difference. Let's do flaps 30. Why not? Maybe that's why I keep slamming it. Maybe when I first looked, maybe I was doing flaps 30. Because in the NG, I mean, I wouldn't do flaps 40. I would do flaps 35. Obviously, this doesn't have flaps 35. So I'll do flaps 30. See what happens. If we're coming in too fast, we'll just do a go around. And then do flaps 40. But flaps 30 should stop us from slamming it. Obviously, that's our VREF plus 5. That's going to be 142, which is quite fast for a short runway. So it'd be 138 if we did flaps 40. But then again, it feels fast, but it's only a 4 knot difference. So see what happens. Exciting, entertaining, yeah. We got planes 1,000 feet below us, out there somewhere. We can't see them because they're going to be in the cloud. So we'll just keep an eye on our TCAS. Yeah, looking at the Sim map on my screen, on my MacBook screen, he is flying away from us, so we should be okay. And he's doing 489 knots, and we're only doing 432, so we are clear. It says that's moving away from us, but he looks like he's moving towards us on this radar, yeah. Strange. That means the speed's... Okay, is that him? Ah, there he is. Oh, it should be a Lufthansa livery. Ah, it's another retro livery. Okay, model matching lights all the retro liveries, I guess, today. Well, it could actually be in the retro livery. What's his reg? Delta Alpha Indy Sierra Zulu, is that? Oh wow! It is actually the retro livery in real life. Now that is spot on model matching. See, when you get spot on model matching like that, that is pretty cool. Yeah, that's wicked. I love that. So I wonder if the one lit from earlier was actually the Aer Lingus retro. What was he in? I found him on the map here. He's in Echo India Delta Victor Kilo. Was that the Aer Lingus? No, he wasn't in the Aer Lingus retro. Still cool. At least it's getting the airline correct. But that Lufthansa, it being the retro in real life, and they're getting the model matching 100% correct. That's awesome. Awesome. So I'm just going to go direct to Epcam. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so because we went direct to Epcam, we should actually be descending now. So let's descend. So, oh, let's climb. We don't want to do that. So that says down there about 1900. So we'll do 2000, and we'll bring this down to what's the ILS 2500. Let's bring this down to 2500. See the green moving there in the bottom left. That's when we'll get to 2500. It's now disappeared. That's fine. We see it if we zoom out one notch. There you go. Just after Epcam, we'll get to 2500, which is perfect. Let's just come down a bit. That's fine. There's going to be a slight right turn after Epcam, should be. Actually, I guess, do you know what? I just might as well just go direct to the ILS. There's no other traffic around, there's no ATC online, the airspace is relatively clear. Why not? They would in real life, I guess, if everything was clear and you were stable enough to. They would probably give you a direct, or what's the point of making you fly all around the houses when the airspace is clear? I mean, it's just a waste of fuel really, isn't it, if they make you go around the houses if the airspace is clear. Right, let's set this to, we'll do brakes 3 because we are going to be relatively fast. Like I said, ILSs, we set them earlier. We'll leave score because it is, that's fine. Decision height's 415 feet, so both sides. We'll set the QNH now because we're going down to an altitude, not a flight level. So altitude is local pressure for Aberdeen, which is going to be 986, so we'll set that. So that's once. Twice. Three times. Right, let's pop the seatbelt sign on. This is all good. This is all good. Nice and splendidiavo. Pardon my yawn. Going through the cloud. Might run into a bit of turbulence. Alright, 280, once we've passed, once the max gone to 280, we've gone to the passover. We'll continue at 280 speed. So that's 280 coming in now. 280. So still 137 for VRAM, flaps 30, approach speed 142, because it will be 137 plus 5 for the wind, as we all know. We're going to aim to get to 2,500 just before the glide path, which gives us time for our nose to come up, to slow down a little bit and lower some flaps, because the glide path starts at what mileage? How far out? The glide path starts at 7 miles. That's it's quite close. So we will slow down to 180, 160, just literally before we intercept. Probably flaps 5, flaps 10, and then just after we've descended on the glide path, we started to descend on the glide path, pop our gear down at about 6 miles, and we'll stay then at 160 till 4. At 4 miles we'll go to 142, which is our approach speed, and we'll slowly move the flaps down to flaps 30. That's when we're stable, and then we'll take autopilot, ultra throttle off. And manually control the throttle to stay at 142, and we'll take the autopilot out if we have good visibility, of course. If not, we'll do manual thrust anyway, and we'll keep autopilot in until we see the runway, assuming we don't go below the minimums, which is 415 feet, in which case we will have to go around. Yeah, that's it, that's our briefing. Landing 3-4 as well, will be vacate to the left, and we'll take stand. One of the main stands, that's where before, actually might be one of the, we'll just take stand 8. So it'll be vacate left, and then we'll taxi down Mike, and we'll cross over. The taxiways are a bit strange here. That will take us, and then carry on down Mike, which will take us to the stands. Okay. Right, so how far are we from the glide path? We are 60, well, just under 63 miles. We can reduce our descent rate there to about 1700. Look at this weather. Passenger view. Flyby view. Actually, there was one thing I forgot to do. You know, I said about forgetting stuff. Yeah, we put the frequencies in, didn't we, earlier? We neglected to put the courses in. Good job, I just realised. Otherwise, we'd be like, why are we not intercepting the localizer? Okay, that's course set both sides, 338. Frequencies 109.9, set both sides and checked. 338 checked. That's all good. All good, all good, all good. Oh, look. Just picked up the RLS. I was trying to. It's, the signal's there ever so slightly. See, this is what I like about X-Plane. It simulates this, which you don't see in MSFS. It will just suddenly appear in MSFS. You won't see it's slowly picking it up. So I might, after this, obviously won't be doing another flight, but I might be back later to do Aerogenesis 330. It's good fun, very good for a freeware aircraft. You could fly that. Might stream the Flight Factor Triple, or one I've not streamed yet on the channel. I might jump in and possibly later on at like midnight, 11 UTC, midnight BST, 1 o'clock European time, and like 8 o'clock in America, Eastern time. Or if you're further up west, earlier. I might do a nice nighttime European cargo flight in the Flight Factor 767. That'd be good fun. So I might do that. Right, I'll pop the landing lights on and everything, so it's done. Do that. I'll pop these back into continuous. It's all done and ready. Right, I'll bring it back to 240 now, but below 10,000. Arm the speed brake. bring this back to 1400. Probably bring this back to 1200 now. Just check frequency. I'm just going to close my curtain because the sun's reflecting. 2 seconds. That's better. No reflection on my screen now. Okay, so we're 33 miles out, slowing down to 240 nicely. What I'm going to do actually, I'm just going to offset this ever so slightly. Just because I want to intercept the localizer before the glide path comes in really. I'm going to go back to 1,000 feet per minute. Okay, I can just see that that's just changed, so it's 136 now, so approach speed is going to be 141. let's slow down to 210 now. Probably take this back to 800 feet per minute. We can probably arm the approach. We're fully in the cloud right now. Right, there's the glide path, there's the localizer. Right, let's slow down to 180 now. Let's line our heading up. We'll go flaps 5, just to keep that nose down. Glide path, we'll do 160. Gear down. Do flaps 10. A little bit bumpy. Do flaps 15. Slow down to 141 now. We'll take manual throttle. Our manual throttle was ours. Runway lights coming into view. We'll do flaps 30 now.
1,000.
I'm going to get comfortable in my chair. As soon as the runway visibility comes a little bit better, take the autopilot out in it. Keep that, watch that speed, watch the speed. Really got to watch the speed now. I think that's why I slam it. You really have to keep the thrust up, except in this classic.
500.
Autopilot's out. I have the plane. Got to keep the eyes on the runway and the speed.
400.
Lots of multitasking going on here. Watching that speed. Hopefully we don't slam it, we'll see. Probably should have turned the flight directors off because it's going to scream in a minute that we're too low.
100.
Look at the end of the runway, 100.
40. 30. 20.
Idle thrust.
10.
There we are. Brace for thrust. Forward bounce. Brake in, reverse thrust out, and we can vacate here. Nice. Okay, auto brake can come off now. Flaps can come in. This is Mike to our left. So landing lights can come off now. Strobe lights can come off. Oh, we can turn these off now. Should have done that often. That's fine. Speed brakes are retracted. These can go to off. And we can start the APU. That was good fun actually. I don't think we slammed it. It didn't feel like we did. Let's have a quick look at Valanta. What was our landing rate? 162. Not bad, not bad. What was the G-force? 109. Right, so we're going to go for stand 8. So taxi light can go off. APU please can come on. Let can go APU gen. Did we just go past stand 8? That's fine, it's here. Well, come on plane. It's a bit slightly uphill. You can do it. Go outside. Oh, we're getting slow again. Right. Okay. Engines off. turn anti-collision light off now. Do that. Hydraulics can come off. Pitos can come off. PE back on. Those can come off. Right. Let's complete Valenta. Let's close it so it doesn't get confused with our replay. Let's disconnect from VATSIM. Right, let's watch our landing back. It's going to take time for our flaps to load in. That's fine. Maybe we should just pause it. Right, shit, where with it? Dirty plane. Look at those flaps. Pretty cool. Oh, I love X-Plane. Very nice. Runway view. I didn't slam it. Yes. Been like as passenger. That's a glitch. The reverse thrust shows us open. We'll ignore that. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. Thank you for watching. Like I said, I will be back later. Possibly to do some cargo flights in the flight factor 767 nighttime flights in X-Plane. Lovely, because the night lighting is superb. So thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I possibly might see you later. Goodbye.